The Case Conference Committee includes school personnel and the family. Another way to think of this committee is to consider it as a team that shares the responsibility of reviewing the evaluations, determining eligibility for special education, and making educational decisions for a child. Preschool special education services are free and are only available to children 3 to 5 years old who qualify for services due to a disability or a developmental delay that challenges their educational success. But preschool can continue to be provided when the student is of kindergarten age up to age 6 if the Case Conference Committee determines that is best.
So all the information that we learn about your daughter is put together in this written report, and then we have a case conference. A case conference is a meeting that you will come to. You can bring anyone that you want to that meeting with you. The people who evaluated her here at the preschool and an administrator will be in that case conference. And it's a time for all of you to sit down together to talk about the report and what it says, to look at her learning, to look at her skills, and to see if she qualifies for any special services. It is a meeting that you play an important role in. And so whether she qualifies for services or not, it's a case conference decision. What you say is very important, just like everyone else who did the evaluating, okay? So what happens next is, as a team, you decide if she qualifies. If so, then you look at the areas that she qualifies in. And what's called an Individualized Education Plan, or an IEP, is written with goals. So let's say that she qualifies for speech services. So then together as a team you talk about what services does she need and how often would she need those services, and how are we going to deliver those services, because we need to do that in the least restrictive environment. Okay? Now, as we're gathering information about Journey, is there anyone outside of the school that we should contact? A doctor, perhaps, to gather more information? Anybody who's besides you that's concerned about her speech or her learning?
No.
Okay. If there is anybody, then I'll have you sign up a release form, okay? Good. But we'll set this aside for right now. Okay, so now what we're going to look at is permission. This is a form that I'm going to have you sign if you agree to it. Basically what it says is we have her name, and that we're meeting today. While she's here during those 2 days for the evaluation, we are going to look at her learning. We're going to look at her speech or communication skills. And then this written report we talked about earlier that's going to summarize all the information. We can mail that to you 5 days before the case conference. Gives you a chance to look it over, to see if you have any questions, or you could just pick it up at the case conference. Which would you prefer?
You can mail it 5 days before.
Okay, great. So let me check this. That really, I think, helps parents because, again, you have a chance to see what we've observed and kind of the areas of need if we identify any from that evaluation. You can come with questions. You can share the report with other people in your family and see if they have any questions so that you feel more prepared when you come in too. Okay, so if you agree to us evaluating, I'm going to have you sign here. And before you leave, everything that you sign, you will receive a copy of.